Ooh, peeps, good morning. Happy hump day. Happy hump day. It is Wednesday, and you all know what that means. Here in the land of Dispense, we are talking about hump day. Hurdles. All right, let's talk. Let's talk about this. I'm just making sure. Oh my gosh, that I am. All right. So let's talk about this. My question for everybody today is there truth in the idea of leading by example? And here's where my mind is going with this. So, y'all know I teach in a high school, and one of my goals, one of my passions, if you will, is trying to encourage passion in others, encourage just this idea of figuring out who you are, taking ownership for it, and just leaning into it. And what I have noticed is this. I've noticed that it's really, really difficult these days to get younger people passionate, truly passionate about anything. Y'all might be like, "What, Spence? That's kind of a little off your beaten path, and that's a little like not positive." Well, here's the thing. It's a hump day hurdle, and it's a hurdle for a reason. One of the things that I am trying to do is figure out how I can lead by example and encourage young people to find that passion. And one of the things I think about a lot is I think about at the age of 48, all of my life experiences, right? And how those life experiences have shaped me. And then I look at the teenagers that I teach in my classroom and I think they haven't had those life experiences yet. So then I think, what can I do? What can I do? And some days it's I can't do nothing. So I this whole thing stemmed because, as you know, like the thought process in the dispense brain is an odd one. So this whole thing stemmed from uh, people reminiscing about life, you know, back in the day when they were in school. And we have been looking through some older yearbooks as of late for yearbook, trying to get some ideas of like town history and other things. And I had one of my kids say to me, now this is a child who's very involved. Okay, so let me just preface it with that. This is the type of child that like wants the school to embrace school spirit, and they are very passionate about things. They're highly involved, and they're looking through yearbooks, and they were looking at my yearbook, as a matter of fact, and they said, how can we get people to do this again? And she was talking specifically about like spirit days and participation in like school events and things. And I thought, I don't have the answer to that. I don't. And so I took it upon myself to ask some questions yesterday of my kids. as I've been known to do once or twice. And I said, what like really gets you passionate? Like, what is something that it's like, if you could just go all in and have 24 hours to do something, what would it be? And do you know what I got the most of? Sleep. I was like, oh man, what a struggle. And so I said, okay, I'm going to share some things with you. And so I said, let me share with you what I think. I think that if I had 24 hours to do absolutely anything, here's what I would do. And I told him I would do things like get in the car and just drive with the windows down and the music blaring and stop along the way and just eat random foods and talk to strangers. And they were like, that's creepy. I said, I know, but it would put me in a place where I could be free and my mind could just drift into its creative place, and I would be excited to be meeting new people and and they're like, "Yeah, but why?" And I said, "I don't know." So then I was like, "Oh, snap. If I can't answer that question, how can I be expecting my teenage students to be answering something like that?" And so I thought about it like, okay, at what point in your life do you develop a passion that just, it's like, it's in your gut, it's in your heart, it's in your head, and you can't stop thinking about it, and you want to spend time doing it? What point does that happen for us? And I don't have the answer to that. But I thought, damn well if I'm not going to try to figure out the answer, because that's kind of what I do. And so, one of the things I thought about last night was I have to continue this idea of leading by example. And while I am not a teenage high school student, I am someone who used to be a teenage high school student, and I am someone who I think connects with my kiddos in a unique and special way. And so I'm going to keep going out in the hall in the morning, turning on the music, singing, dancing, bringing the energy. And most importantly, I'm going to continue to talk to my kids about the things that I find passion and joy in life. And I'm going to share my life experiences with them, because I think that is the key. I think not putting up a wall between you and those that you're trying to help along a path, those that you're trying to bring out passion in, whether that be students, whether that be kids, whether that be friends, family members, other people you're connecting with online. I think the best and truest way is to lead by example. So, yes, I 100% believe that there is importance in that concept. And I think that if you continue to authentically show your passion about things, I think there's an opportunity for a little contagion happening. I think there's a chance that if people see how much energy and joy and just positive vibes come about by exploring your passion and expressing it, I think there's a little bit of an opportunity for FOMO and a little bit of contagion that can happen there. So think about that today. It's a hump day hurdle. I don't have all the answers. I'm the first to admit it. but it gave me cause to think about it today at least. And so I want you to think about that too. How can you get other people to explore their passion, lean in? How can you get yourself to explore that idea? Think about all that today and see if you can't get over that hurdle on hump day. All right. That is all I have for you today. I hope that you have an amazing day. Please, please, please make the most of it because, you know, it's just never, ever, ever gonna happen again. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow on the Thursday edition of the Dispense Dish.